Hey guys, it's the Bearded Super Saiyan, and just before the video starts, I want to give you guys a quick heads up. I got a new intro for all my videos, and you guys are going to see it right after this. And this is just going to be, this video is going to be a quick overview of what I did on March 3rd with the stocks RNVA and JNUG. Hopefully you find some humor in my trades because I'm still an amateur, and hopefully you learn something off my trades. But hopefully you like my intro and leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me how you like it. I'll see you guys soon. Metro on that beat. I'm currently keeping an eye on RNVA. I've plotted the intraday resistance points, the highs and the lows for the day. And I'm noticing a pretty consistent pattern where it's staying in this channel from about 260 to about the high, which is 325. And I got in at a good position of 2.8. So now I'm kind of just waiting for the drop back down so I can make my position even higher. Alright, and that was a target on gold. Looks like gold is up. That means JNUG should be skyrocketing. That's good. That's what I want. I had a losing position in JNUG. It was quite funny. I don't want to get into how, but I mean, I just knew that if I would hold, at least it would recover. It only needs to come back just a few more anyway. So I think the next point I'm going to plot for gold is going to be that right there, because that was the previous high. I'll create an alert really quickly. Okay, so if it hits that mark, I should get another alert, which tells me that JNUG should be continuing to go higher. But let's watch this bottom right hand corner one. If it hits this, it's past the previous high. That means it has plenty of momentum to kind of continue onwards. And then, you know, after that, it just has to keep hitting these previous highs. If it does that, good looks. And my JNUG position could recoup, and I can recoup all my losses. And then I'll either break even or make a profit. But for this one on the... Well, let's go 5 minute over here. So 5 minute over there, 1 minute over here, and then I'm gonna go 30 minute right there. So I mean, 2.8, as you could see right there, seems like a great position to enter as an entrant. The only thing I might be worried about, since it was extremely bullish, it was an extremely bullish move, I'm worried that it's going to start coming back down to 2.2 where its low previously was. But what I'm thinking is, if that low is 2.2 and the high is 3.2, around there, then it should average out to about 50 cent for 50 cents. So 2.2, 2.7 would probably be ideal of the position, but sometimes you might not get it. And since the volume seems to be pretty low, not too low, it's not too bad for making moves, then I'm going to hold off until I see it do the turnaround. And if it just drops right through, I think I'm just going to bring out my position bigger, make it even bigger, so because it looks like it really does want to break this new high. So it touched, well, what I noticed was it touched this high from about an hour ago. Didn't break through it, but that's still good news. I feel like that's still something you want to see. But now I'm just seeing how far it's going to retrace before it continues to pop back up. That bar doesn't look like, you know, like it should. According to the pattern, just by going by the pattern, this should come back down a little bit, unless it's the $3 mark is its new it's kind of its new area. But I don't know if that's gonna hold, and hasn't held any time other since. Yep, I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe these buyers think it can break it again, but we'll have to see, because it didn't happen during this one. Let's check out this one. This one, it looked like, yeah, so, I mean, we'll have to see. I'm thinking if it breaks 3.1, actually, if it breaks the all-time high, which was, let's check it out, hang on. All-time high was 327, yep, so 327. At 327, I think at 329, I'll jump in. Because then that just kind of confirms that it's going to continue on to its new high of day pattern. Looking at the 30-minute chart over here, it looks like it's settling higher and higher, which is a great indication that it wants to continue going up. Looks like gold. Maybe 30-minute chart might not. Yes, let's do 15. I'll take a small loss, but I don't want to take a 10% loss, that's for sure. So yeah, I mean it was, I think at worst, I think it was like negative 20, negative 15. It was pretty bad, but it's recouped. I think it was like, it's gotten down to 590. I'm holding through it because, you know, my entry point when it first started was 820 something, and I averaged down to like 770 something, and then I averaged down to 721, and I was going to average down again to make it. I did the math. If I had bought about half of what I like, so 16, I would have gotten at $6. I had the opportunity. It would have averaged down to 679. Which is about a 50-cent difference, but at the same time, if it has momentum to break all that, I feel like it has the momentum to break $7, so not too worried about that. I'm just going to be putting it in different positions, and that's what I was doing. So there's that. I'm up. It's kind of funny. RNVA, if I'd put more money in, as I'm planning to do, as soon as it comes back down, you know, I find a good spot, hopefully this thing takes off. But this is just from 10 minutes, so I mean, like 7.5%. Imagine if you had $10,000, you had 7.5%, 5% gain. It would have been what, $750. It's kind of ridiculous, right? See what I'm saying? It's just about finding the best positions, and then capitalizing. Yep, and it looks like it might break that previous high. If it breaks that previous high, that's great. That's exactly what we want. Oh look, yep. I need to get my buy order ready. I want to see it go down a little further. What can I buy? Can I buy 10? I can buy 10. Can I buy 15? Can I buy 16? I can buy 16. Okay. I can buy 16 of these guys. I'm going to buy limit price. I think it's going to go down a bit more. I want it to go down to at least 2.9. Let me check it out. No, 2.9 is, I think it's still too high. It's dropped far below that multiple times. Yep, and there's that alert for gold. Great. So that means if we wanted to, we can actually. Yep, JNUG as well. I marked that. Yep, it's going back down. I need to get my order ready. 2.8. Let's go. 2.8. 2. We just gotta watch it. That's another thing. You just gotta let the market do what it has to do. All right, so 6.6. JNUG is continuing to go up. $2.93. Still not buying it, because that is the 1 minute chart. I wonder if there's a oversold signal. Not yet. So there was an oversold signal about 2.75. If I can get even a lower position than 2.8, that'd actually be pretty awesome. But a few things are happening now. The the line we plotted earlier for gold, it is the ricochet point, so there is lots of support there, and it seems like it might actually break through if it passes 135. Yep. So it looks like it's going to continue going on. That means good things for JNUG, which means good things for my portfolio. And also RNVA still facing. It's still facing. It still has low volume. Pretty low volume, I'd say. So it's not ready yet to sell. But look at how bullish that gold right there is. So it's low volume for RNVA, but I'm waiting for the volume to come back in. When the volume comes back in, I think it's going to break its previous high. It looks like volume is coming back in for both, which is kind of interesting. Let me do just so you guys can see both things going on. Top right here is going to be JNUG, and then let's go 5 minutes. Alright, so my point of purchase, and whoops, let's do RNVA over here. So RNVA. So I need it to break the previous high from an hour ago before you get all excited, because these false breakouts, the highs aren't getting higher, and if that's happening, then honestly you shouldn't even get excited about this small jump. Once the high starts getting higher from the previous high, then you know it has more momentum and it wants to continue going up. So I'm waiting for that. We're going to see if gold can break the previous high, and I think the previous high is equivalent to $7 on JNUG. So if it breaks the previous high, that's good news for us. I'll delete that. I'm going to make it easier for you guys to understand. What was my price entry point? My entry point is 7.21. 7.21. So let me edit this property. Let's go 7.21. Okay. Alright, and then let's bring the color green, and then I'll make it like that so you guys can see. So that is that's the point where I bought it. I need to reach that point before I'm profitable. I've lost a lot, obviously, after that. I didn't buy right there. That's ridiculous, but the story of how this was purchased is pretty funny. Alright, so if gold can break it, I think it can break $7, and from $7, I think it's gonna at least go up to $7.50, because that's where it really gapped down. Actually, $7 is going to face lots of resistance, and it's doing that right now, but we are watching. That's all we're doing. Okay, so it's almost at 310. Alright, volume is increasing. Volume is increasing. Let's do 2.89 times 1.07. So yeah, it needs to get to about 310 before I'm 7% up on my RNVA position. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to sell at 7% because I feel this pattern that it has is a pattern that's going to break into new highs with just a bit more momentum. And look at the volume right there. It's pushing up. There do seem to be some sellers, but overall, I think it is going to continue if it breaks this 3.10 mark. If not, it's going to come down, back down, do its thing. But wow, look at that. So I'm going to get ready. JNUG. Oh, it's going to do a little. It might come back up. That's a double ceiling. Pretty close to a double ceiling. But I'm already almost 9% up today. RNVA. Okay, so I'm already 5.7% up. Let's go, whoa, what was that? It's a doji at oversold. 2.06, I don't know about that. Nope, I still think they're still going to be buyers. Yep. I want to see some more buyers. I want to see some more buyers. I want to see, I mean, it might drop down a bit like it normally does, but by the end of the day, I honestly think it's going to break it. Alright. So it needs to go up to 327. It needs to have a little bit of momentum. I'm thinking at least 500,000 before. But as you can see, that little peak of volume right here, even if it was very tiny, pretty much that's the most volume it's seen since over there. At this point in the trade, it's going to hit the $3 mark that I set, and I was going to get ready to sell. For some reason, my mindset at this time during this live trade was that it was going to break past 310, and even possibly break its previous high of 327. I should have taken profit when I saw it and not chased. And that was the issue that kind of made the hour, pretty much the last remaining 30 minutes, last remaining hour of the trading day. It was just me kind of coming to terms with I should have sold. Now I have to break even or hold. And I decided to hold. I'm going to just show you guys the current live aftermarket price. It rested about around 2.8 as soon as market closed, and I was still holding. This is for RNVA. And as soon as market closed, it started coming back up, 2.85, 2.9. Now it's sitting at about 2.9 something. So I'm in the profit again, but this is aftermarket. Obviously, could fluctuate. And for JNUG, my position seems to be going upwards as well. Gold made that huge bounce back during this live trading day, jumped over $1. So it bottomed out, is what I'm inferring, and so now it's going to come back doing what normally JNUG does, is go 7, go to 8, go 9, go to 11, and then gonna repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So I'm just going to show you guys my current positions now, and that's going to be the end of the video. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want this to kind of drag on too long, because nothing really happens at this point. I didn't sell, I didn't buy any more. I just watched the price, and that's mostly what trading stocks is. So alrighty, I'll see you guys soon. Bearded Super Saiyan is out.